All right. All right. All right. All right. So it's another day. Hey, Lurib. Hey, Quentin. Hey, Chillstrand. Fantastic. Fantastic people. Just so good. And obviously, of course, none of the things, the like donation scroll, the things, they don't work. I don't know what they've done that causes it all not to work. I can't. I can't. Um, Go in and edit. And if I try to change it, it uh, it breaks the thing. It crashes. So I think what I might need to do is, which I don't want to do, is reinstall OBS. Um, I tried to update the plugin. It didn't help. So we'll see. We'll see what I gotta do to get this madness to work. Anyways, let's do it. Hey, Jacob Mobley. Let's start the counter. So, what I think I should do today is start kind of blocking things in a little bit further with different colors and so on, at least for Samus, and then I will. I think today I will have time after doing the basic colors of Samus. I think I gotta start drawing more line art to help define more detail and rhythm, and then I think what's needed is I will do light, like a basic light pass like I did for the 2-week challenge. Later, when I figured more out about what goes where. I think there's lots of details left still to be figured out. Hey, good morning, Morphia. I'm good, thanks. How are you? So, red torso, greenish arm, and red helmet, green visor. All right. I'm assuming the torso in the back also needs some red. Maybe the whole thing should be red. It can't be though, because it'll look weird. But let's go with this being slightly brighter. Oh no. Like that. Yeah, I was thinking today about a topic to talk about, but I couldn't come up with one. It didn't feel right, you know? So maybe you guys have something on your mind you would love to talk about today. I was really scrambling my head. Like, what can I talk about on the stream? A useful, interesting topic. I guess not having a topic and discussing about the inability to have a topic we'll have to do for now. But yeah, sometimes, some days, like I just don't have a good enough topic to talk about. Hey, thanks, Lurib. Good morning, Amir. My son was in the park. Yeah, Amir. I tried your logo clock. It was actually a good idea. Hence the reason I tried. Right? Why not? I think it's a good enough idea. I'll have it like that for now. It's a cute idea. I think most likely it could be done better, but I'll just leave it at that. Here you go, into Sanayud. Today, my son is getting a haircut. Oh yeah, it's about time. He had a good haircut before, but times passed and it's grown out a bit, and he has to constantly adjust the haircut, which is annoying. You know, he needs to like take it behind the ears. Hey, good morning, Captain Jetlag. Yeah, Jacob Mobley. So do I. And unfortunately, yet again, there's not that many people contributing. I mean, of course, it's summer. Not everyone want to do it in the summer. It's fair enough. But I think you, Jacob Mobley, have been really, really working hard at it, and it shows. It's really cool, and it's really looking good. So kudos to you and all you other lazy people. Lazy. What if I do that? Broke. No, I mean, joke aside, I know that you all are busy with your stuff. But I thought that this week's 2-week challenge was a good one. There was a lot of interested people in the beginning, a lot of comments about it, and then nothing. But it's all good. It's all good. I've been trying to squeeze this in on the streams. Again, I was looking at the statistics of view count, and I think it's a matter of like when the view counts goes down, it's the matter is of fact that it's a very similar thumbnail all the time, and it's not very like in your face variety and not an obvious change of pace. So I think a lot of people just kind of think, oh, nothing is new, right? That's what I think. Must be. because as per usual, it's very low view count. I think most people go on the reaction of visuals. You know, like what is the thumbnail? They don't care about the text and that I write. On YouTube, I write every talking point, like or not every talking point, but the general gist of what I'm talking about on each episode. And I don't think people read it. I think they just look at the thumbnail, and when they see the thumbnail very similar, they just go, ah. Hey, Sam Santala. Good morning. Welcome. Lurid. No need to apologize. Everyone has their own things they need to do. That's cool. Choose something, Captain Jetlag. That's great. Captain Jetlag, it depends on what you're interested in. But yes, Sam Santala said it. The Hunterian is a cool museum. Um, Definitely recommended. There's all the standard tourist attractions, obviously. But for me, I have a hard time giving you recommendations. I don't really do stuff that much in London. I've always tried to stay away from London. One thing cool though, go to Brighton. It's a cool little beach town. Wanamere, yeah. Quentin, yeah, definitely. Hey, Georg, good morning. How's it going? Quentin, yeah, exactly. But that's always like that. People don't read. They don't care enough. Um, Sadly. All right, so I think if my memory serves me right, it was 9 pixel width. Yeah. So I think Samus has the overall colors blocking. We got the thing. We should continue doing the pipes. We should. I think for the sense of the picture, like there should be lights, probably like around here, that goes into the image, so that we get a rhythm in the image. And I think need to design devise things that'll help the image go read stronger this way, inwards into towards the image. But there should also be complexity, right? There should be things that is interesting for the eye to follow and look at. So I think what I gotta do is add. If I just do, it's kind of standard, go down the list, add button, add pipes, so on and so on. I think that in itself is a good thing to do, but that's not going to make an interesting image, right? So what I got to do, I think, is start adding. How dare you, phone? Start adding like situational stuff at the same time as I'm adding. Come on, how dare you ring? Yeah, the zoo and the parks, go to the London Eye, Madame Tussauds, classic touristy stuff. Of course I can, Chilstrand. I will do it for you. But I thought it would just, it's a little bit, I used to put it on mute. I'm not really annoyed by it. It's just a little bit of me being silly, you know. Now it's on mute. So I think here I'm thinking I should add things that will interact with the smoke that acts as a pattern on the floor so that the smoke is enhanced. Captain Jetlag, yeah. Yeah, Madame Tussauds might not be the. Yeah, I wish I would have more recommendations other than go to the Hunterian Museum. But the Hunterian Museum is a pretty cool place to go to. I've tried to apparently not tried to. Apparently, there's 3 places like that in the world. These huge medical museums. One of them, one of them is in Riga. One of them is in London. The other is in Brazil or Amsterdam, or where was it? I don't really remember anymore. But it was really like I thought it was just London, but the one in Riga here in Latvia, apparently there's a full human model which like simulates actual body that you can like go through in layers, like intestines and muscle layers and so on. But it's obviously not the true cadaver. But there is also in that museum, you can sign up to go and be a part of what's not biopsy, not abduction. What's the word? When they cut open. Abduction? No. Come on, Bray. I can't remember. Lurib, yeah, I know. That's why the confusion. It's called. What is it called in English? When they, in all the crime television shows, there's the guy that operates on the dead guy, and they investigate cause of death, etc. What's it called? Come on, brain. Autopsy. There we go. Cheers. Gold star for Lou Rib. Chicken winner, winner, chicken dinner. No, but the Hunterian, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's a medical museum. So they got all sorts of skeletons in there from all sorts of walks of life, with the skeleton of one of the tallest humans um, standing there next to a guy that has had a disease where muscle turns into bone. And you can see like his scapulus looking like wings, and really cool. But you're not allowed to take photos in there because of, there's heads in jars and so on. But you are though free to sit and draw them, and you can like open a drawer and there's like baby skulls, and not with flesh on, but the bone inside, and you can see like the both rows of teeth and all these things, and there's different kinds of diseases and limbs in formaldehyde jars. I think they're called formaldehyde jars, right? Santala, yeah, it's a really cool museum. It's not really. I think it's a medical museum for medical students. Not at least many years ago, uh, when I hung around there, it wasn't really known that well. And then the concept art scene got a whiff of the actual location of it, and it became like a meeting point for a lot of concept artists in the London area, where like everyone just joined. Uh, they met there and sat and drew there, and it became popular in that way. Now I don't know. I haven't been there for years, but it's a cool place. Well, the bodyworks is humans done becoming sculptures, right? With his techniques of maintaining the body, right? It's a completely different kind of museum, this Hunterian. It's more like an actual museum, not an exhibition. Seth, yeah, it's a really weird disease, and unfortunately, they don't live very long. And apparently, if they get hit, like bump into something, that place will start grow bone, and like the bruising and the muscles just turns into bone. Hey, Gux6, good morning. You got a commercial? Oh, that's shitty. But I mean, they gotta get money somehow. I think I use AdBlock on most sites that are very ad heavy, and I noticed today that hey, Grin17, now we can clearly see that following function works, which is awesome. Cheers for the follow. Anyway, so what I was saying was I noticed today on YouTube that it started playing ads. I tried to switch ads on blocking ads when I listen to a lot of music, because otherwise you're just gonna get loads of ads because the songs are just a couple of minutes long, and after every song you get an ad more or less. So that's like super annoying for me. So what I do is I switch ad block on um, when listening on a lot of songs, but also I switch it off when I visit friends' channels and so on, because if you have ad block on, it doesn't count anything towards your statistics. It just becomes like a void visit for my friends. So I try to at least give them some traffic, by switching it off. That's the last thing you could do. Oh, thank you, Gaxix. Yeah, it's just all sorts of visual attempts at visual cues. Um, so what I still got to do is a lot of fine tuning, a lot of detailing, some more line art. Um, I think when that all of that is done, I think it's not far off having to be somewhat finished. And I mean, obviously Saturday is the deadline, so I can't work on it too much. I think this is the eighth, AIDS, eighth warm up. Oh, come on. Um, with 30 minutes per time, so that's only 4 hours in. Um, Obviously, I would have loved to spend more time, but I've been like trying to finish things off on my spare time on other little projects and discussions and so on. And I have to submit my lecture to Firestarter, which is an online magazine for the entertainment industry. Um, so I'm going to donate my last lecture at IFCC to that magazine. So you guys, if you're interested, it's not going to be the recording, but it's going to be the slides, most of them. I think I might need to censor some slides because I used some client art that maybe not they would like to be circulated in a magazine. But it was okay at the workshop, So I got to go through that. But my latest lecture is going to be in writing, at least for you guys, at the Firestarter magazine, like this community magazine, headed by Spiridan. I think he's a Greek guy living in Germany. Um, it's a really cool new community, I think monthly magazine that he's doing. It's called Firestarter. And by the way, if you guys have anything project and so on that you want to highlight in this magazine, I think he's looking for people to join in. So if that sounds like a cool idea for your project or Kickstarter or whatever it is, you just want some extra eyes on it, I guess Google Firestarter magazine, and hopefully you'll get in. I haven't done a 360 painting yet. I think that will be a cool little project to do on the stream as well. I've never even tried. I don't even know how to do it, but It sounds like a cool idea to do on a warm-up. I can help. Let's see. This is this. Let me see. Firestartermagazine.com. That is firestartermagazine.com. That is the address for the website. And you can see the splash screen is IFCC community magazine. So go head there if you're interested. So we got 50 seconds left. Today is not very high-paced drawing. Obviously, today is a slightly laid-back warm-up, but all in all, I think it's pretty good. Snälla Hugo. There's some results, which is great. Need to like add some overlapping details so it becomes a lot more dynamic. Then I have to go and find that layer later to figure out what is which to delete, erase the line. Hugo. He loves to make noises. Right. That's it for now. Time is up. Gaxic's interview. I'm not gonna do an interview. I'm gonna give them my lecture that I did at IFCC. So the stream, the lecture is going to be on slides and text format, I guess. So that you can, when you get the magazine, you can go and experience my lecture. You know, slide by slide, I guess. Some slides I have to remove or censor, obviously, but. Nej, Hugo, vänta. So that's it. Thanks everyone for coming in. Good night. Have a fantastic day. Click follow if you haven't clicked follow. See you on Discord. Have a good one until tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I will be placing shadows. I think it's time to do some shadows. So see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Here comes the outro.